Hello, hello. What's going on? Let's dive in again into the corrupt underbelly of my feed, the absolute filth. It's been a crazy time in the world recently. Kirk got shot. RIP to the guy. Nobody deserves that for speaking their mind. That's absolutely fucking insane. But yeah, what can you do, right? There's just evil everywhere. But let's go.
I felt like she was developing feelings for him, and then like the fucking end of the channel is they're like, yeah, now we're primary partner is the person that we were both insecure about. What the fuck? I'm cooking up a long form video on this, so stay tuned. Bro, this is fucking crazy. I'm doing some research right now on like open relationships and non-monogamy and all that shit. So I'm like deep in the open relationship rabbit hole on YouTube, and I'm only watching people who have like good relationships like this, right? So a video will come up, I'll watch it, and then I'll look at their most recent video and it'll be like, why we're no longer together. And I'll watch it and it's like, we just couldn't get past the jealousy. Oh, we're no longer primary partners. I'm now being with somebody's brother. Holy shit. It's so many of them. It is so many of these videos, or excuse me, of these channels where the entire thing is like, yeah, jealousy doesn't exist. And then the final video that ends their channel is, we couldn't get past our jealousy. We were together for 8 years, but I always hated seeing him with this girl, and I always hated seeing her with this guy, and I felt like she was developing feelings for him. And then like the fucking end of the channel is they're like, yeah, now we're primary partner is the person that we were both insecure about. What the fuck? I'm cooking up a long...
Okay. There's a way to do this. It's definitely complicated. It's not for everybody, and it's not easy, especially as, individualism has taken over and we're all equal, men, women kind of thing. That being said, there is a way to do this, but it does not apply to a matriarchal setting. That just doesn't work. You're a bitch, you're a cuck if your woman is fucking other dudes. I'm sorry, it will never be okay in that sense. I mean, maybe unless she's some billionaire goddess type thing, and maybe it's still worth it, like she can have the boy toys, Cleopatra-esque hoe, but yeah, in most cases. But it is definitely, I would say, not easy. There's a very skillful, delicate balance, way that this has to be organized to actually stay functional in the long term. Let's jump through some of the comments here. We got a sequel to Why Do People in Open Relationships Look Like That before GTA 6? Yeah. And remind me again, how do most monogamous relationships end? What? Not because of sleeping with other people, weirdo. Actually, the most frequent reason that breaks up monogamous relationships is infidelity. Yeah, but... well, actually, I don't really have much to say to that. I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, there's a lot of cheating that goes on in general, actually. There's tons of affair websites. Everybody's fucking everybody behind their backs. Like, it's amazing how much cuckoldry and cucking is happening, and how much women play on that shit, man. It's wild. Not just women though. Dudes also do it, actually. To be fair. Research and bros watching YouTube videos. Yeah, that counts. What's the fucking problem? That's like anthropological evidence. People are literally recording their experience and putting it up there. Sampling sizes and whatnot. What kind of stupid ass comment is that, man? Reminds me of that post about how 90% of online polygamy content is about learning how to ignore the voice in your head and telling you that something about polygamy is terribly wrong. Yeah. Isn't that a lot of things about how we live our life, like every day, like fucking commuting and going to the same office, sitting and staring at a blank concrete wall for hours on end, looking at a screen, watching porn, all of this shit? Isn't there always that little nagging voice that makes us rethink and analyze, why is life the way it is today? Something feels really fucking off. Like something is off because something is fucking off. This is not how life is meant to be lived. So yeah.
Canada is a great place to live, unless you're an entrepreneur. That's why millionaires are leaving. In Canada,
it's just an ad or something, but definitely very true, man. Canada sucks when it comes to business, when it comes to actually building something of your own. It's just the government siphoning away from you all of your resources and high taxes and whatnot. I didn't expect to go on a spiel with an ad, dude. Good shit.
So no good. Yeah. My husband drinking, man, fighting. Yeah. My children, he don't carry my children. And he don't thinking about me. Yeah.
Yeah.
No good. My life is no good.
Damn.
So no good.
You're getting played by your boy. No, it's funny how much similarities there is between prime black culture, as we'd say, and rural, bad, just low-class behavior from other countries. But yeah, let's look at some of the comments here. Jokes aside, she's so beautiful, oh my god. Cardi by Sa. I wonder how she learned English. It's pretty good. I feel like she deserves a better opportunity in life. Yeah, I mean, just because people are in impoverished circumstances doesn't mean that the potential doesn't exist. They're just not given opportunities, which is why in the West, I mean, I think people in the West they don't realize how abject and how deep the poverty goes and how much opportunity they actually have just with basic things like access to constant electricity and water and even basic infrastructure. That's also being said, that does not mean that we shouldn't be aware of the falling standard of living and to fight to maintain these standards, but it's really also important to be grateful to at least have the opportunity to access knowledge like that and to have access to, well, it is hard to get jobs in like a large corporation or some shit these days, but to even have a chance at the opportunity at something like that, or even something like having a Western passport, is really something to be grateful for. I wonder where she learned English. Okay, why is the kid dressed like Lil Uzi? Yeah, hold on, I gotta see that again. What the hell?
My husband drinking man, fighting. My children, he don't carry my children.
Actually, dude, what the hell? She does look like Lil Uzi Vert. Men causing havoc and all what the fuck? Women cause havoc too. Women destroy so much shit, man. But okay, leave your husband. Dude, holy shit, these feminists just out the woodwork say with this bullshit. Anything happens, it's like, leave your husband. What's the point of marriage as an institution? I mean, we're done at this point with where we are in society today. Marriage is a failed and obsolete institution, honestly. It's a corpse, and then there's that side of society that's fighting to either resurrect it or just, sustain it as it is. But I think psychosocially, it's just a done away with institution, and that's not to say that that's for the better, to be honest. It's really not to say that that's for the better. But yeah, cheers to women who are just agreeing, saying, yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for her. She's not happy. Okay. Happiness isn't everything. I mean, long-term love, like people think happiness is some measure of something. No, happiness isn't. It takes sacrifice. It takes commitment to something higher. That's what an oath really is about, and that's really what underpins marriage and relationships, where when it's not comfortable and it's not easy and people are not at their best, you still stand through and stick by each other's side. But these days, I think everything is too quickly disposed of in favor of happiness. Yeah. Curry B. That was funny. Oh, I just love cats. I don't know what it is, man. I used to be a dog person when I was more of, I think, more naive, immature individual, and then I became a cat person. I could just see they're just so adorable, and I really respect how they move. But yeah, are you justifying the beating? It hurts me more than it hurts you. Slogan of every parent. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes a little ass whooping goes a good way. Like, these motherfuckers don't learn otherwise. I wouldn't say that all the beatings I've received were necessarily bad. I think overall, like, sometimes you need to be able to enforce. It needs to be shown that there are actually consequences to your actions, because kids can be little terrifying motherfuckers. Like, I've seen some of them just straight up evil, man. So they need to understand that consequences are in fact real. It has been years. I still have these blueprints. Joke's on you. I've never heard of a single person healing from their parents who hurt them. Yeah, part of that is, I think, people also, I don't want to sound like a totally unempathetic asshole or something, but people really fetishize their pain and their trauma and whatever, and part of it really is we all go through something. You just have to accept it and forgive people, and if you can't, just move on. That's just how things work. I've seen this before. That's hot though. Bro, actually, okay, when you're low-key on the same side, but for wildly different reasons. Hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's literally her favorite song. She should like it. They were on the same side. Well, they do say the enemy of my enemy. There you go. That's it. Ons Hafsas Tuten. Yeah. Some people think only dogs and cats are there for us. If you love them, every animal is a beautiful pet. That's true, actually. Animals they really can transcend what we... I mean, okay, it's ironic, right? In order to eat and sustain, and I like eating meat, I'm not gonna lie. But in order to sustain yourself, you do have to take the life of something, and that's natural as well. But animals, and many animals, if not all, are capable of meaningful love and interaction, and they remind us of us. If they're given the chance, they would. And that's why it's difficult, but that's just the nature and principle of life, is life sustains other life. I mean, even when you're going to your job and you're working at a labor at a corporation for somebody who's much higher than you and they actually own the fucking thing, they're essentially feasting off of you. They're feasting off of your life energy, and that's just how all of life and energy works. So I think it's just about balance at the end of the day. I mean, I don't think like this radical, well, I'm not going to eat meat, whatever, because I do believe that, especially as a man, eating meat is very important. It does keep you strong. It maintains that ferocity, this kind of innate primal masculinity in you. So I think weaning off of meat doesn't work, to be honest. But there's something to be said for like morbidly obese people who just gluttonous, right? Like there's a reason that was a sin, but getting out of balance with anything is really where things go wrong. I remember reading this book a while ago. It was about wolves, and it would be that the wolves would actually want to conserve their energy, so they wouldn't hunt down the fastest, strongest of the prey. They would typically actually consume the sickest and the weakest of the flock, ones who were injured, whatever. And in a sense, they were pruning out the sort of weak elements of the flock, so that only the strong actually survived and perpetuated and reproduced. So there was a sort of mutually beneficial relationship where, I mean, the wolves were fed and they got to sustain off of them, but at the same time, they were actually pruning out the weak spots. There was this beautiful synergy and interchange, which allowed the cycle to exist in a balanced ecosystem, and the wolves never obviously hunted beyond what they needed to, because again, they were trying to conserve energy. It's such a beautiful thing, and I think that's the principle of life, is really balance and existing in this ecosystem that is beneficial to everyone. Because radical empathy, blind empathy, is also vile. Like it destroys a people, as we're seeing in today's society. It corrupts and degrades as well. You can't just have unfettered empathy. It's pathological.
Yeah. All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
That's a sick meme though, can't lie. Shout out, bro. Dude definitely knows how to meme his way into minds. I don't get what she means, like followed each other. Oh, on Instagram? Yeah. It is actually hard as fuck to grow on Instagram, not gonna lie. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl. Damn, man. Bro is living. Straight up. I love a couple of it's funny how men have the cutest girlfriends. Yeah, I figured it's a chick too. Some women drown while others die of thirst. Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like bruh. Damn, turkeys. Who's the torta pounder, huh? We all know a torta pounder. I mean, sometimes I guess you gotta get it how you can, bro. It's okay. It is what it is. Oh, shit. Yeah. Cute. Alright. Let's check something else out.
Well, that picture of a cartoon is not good. But if I seen him in another pose, he'd probably get a 10.
Okay, what do you rate him?
Oh, 8. His nose is bad.
Damn, grandma.
He's a 10.
You do really? Aladdin?
Damn.
10? Okay. What about him?
She likes some brown
Oh
boys.
my gosh, he's over a 10. Look at that jawline.
Damn. Super Chad.
Wow.
There you go.
He'd
Fucking
be
Brad
handsome
Pitt.
in real life. No.
No. You don't like Gaston?
He's got quite a build on him. Look at that. But his eyes are evil and his mouth is not.
Man, old ladies are horny as fuck, dude.
Yeah. No, 7.
Yeah.
I do like that thing on his chin. Do not like that at all.
Okay.
And he's just got a...
Yeah.
What do you rate him?
I'm sure he's sweet the way he looks, but sweetness does not go, I guess, with his looks. I guess it's supposed to go with his looks.
Holy shit.
هاي أكبر هدية. السلام عليكم. طيب هاي شنو؟ هذا هدية مني لك. هاي عمل لك زفت الرويمن. يا أخو الذبحة.
Syrians from, what is it? Raqqa, whatever, kidnap and hold a German woman in Germany while laughing. I got you a gift. She's all yours. Let's take her to Raqqa. Jesus Christ, man. Germany, doesn't your blood boil? Yeah. You really want to wake up that beast again, huh? What if we are mad? If we do something to them, we will never walk free again, and they will have a nice life. We're just numb and dead inside. The only way out for me is fleeing. That's so sad, dude. Holy shit. What has become of this? I mean, you do have to be willing to sacrifice in order to protect something. That's how it goes. Again, shout out to Charlie Kirk, man. Like, you know, he was publicly representing his principles, and he died for it. And sometimes that is really what it takes. And yet the fight is not over, brother. If you must flee, surely you must go somewhere. Yeah, running away. It's not real men. Bullshit. I would give my life and freedom to stand up for what is right. Fight for your goddamn country. You don't surrender your country by fleeing. You stay and fight. Your ancestors would be ashamed and roll over in their graves. Get out of your dearer mindset and start standing up for your country. Voting doesn't work when a tyrannical government does uphold to defend its own citizens. That's it. I mean, you can't run away from your problems your whole life. It's just, yeah, that's fucked up though. Like, there's literally these fucking young dudes are just coming in, just taking your women, raping them, using them. I saw the news. It was like a 14-year-old girl was getting gang raped by this old Muslim dude and his brother and like his friends and all this shit. And they barely got like 5 or 6 years. Like, it's harrowing, man. It's sick. It's actually fucked up. Yeah, she looks very happy. Why? For real. According to the last election, 80% of Germans like it. I still can't believe. Now, Europe is really on like a suicide mission, eh? Super, super interesting what the hell's going on. The secular world is... Yeah, the secular world is going to disappear if this is how it continues. There needs to be... You need to stand... America was the beacon of secularism. Oh, we see what happens when that's the case. So, you gotta be willing to fight and die for something, otherwise you lose everything. Damn.
ولدنا ما تصورته هو جاي. يا أخو صبحة قاضبة. الله أكبر. هاي أكبر هدية. السلام عليكم. طيب هاي شنو؟
They're actually just fucking harassing. Look at this ugly motherfucker, man. Little fucking skinny bitch. Holy shit, dude. Christ. I mean, I have a younger sister, so this stuff cuts deep. Yeah. Adorable, man. Adorable. Can't stand that they love each other. Siblings always show love by actions. Ah, dude, I don't know. Instagram is just... This is why it fucks me up. Like, I'm going from something that's seriously dark, and then there's just some cute shit right after. Holy hell. I wonder if this actually ends up numbing our emotions more than anything.
The new rules I should drive in there.
What fucking new rules?
Do you know the...
Move your fucking car. Move your fucking bike out the fucking way. Get the fuck out the fucking road.
Alright, there's multiple things going on here. First of all, these bikes do piss me off as well as a driver. Neither are they fucking actual like pedestrian bicycling bikes. They go way faster and then they occupy the road like they're a car, but then they randomly just oscillate between using the footpath to ride and sometimes they're on the road. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to make proper calculated decisions? So there needs to be some real like clear stipulations around how to actually operate this thing, and it needs to be enforced. So I do understand the frustration there. Second of all, he's Indian. And as we know, Indians are hated on right now. They are getting shit on right now. They have the lowest rep I've seen globally. Man, like, India needs to do some fucking PR or something, dude, because this is bad right now. So in a sense, yeah, he's just venting his frustration. That being said, these guys who drive these fucking trucks, they do tend to be a little bit on edge all the time for no reason, just over the top. He also needs to not get that emotional about things, be a little bit more stoic, but yeah.
The new rules I should drive in there.
What fucking new?
The Indian guy's accent is killing me as well, though. Nah, that ain't right. Yeah, he did overreact. I think he overreacted too. Is it not right? Honestly, sometimes I feel like doing the same thing to these biking motherfuckers. I'm not gonna lie. Do I know? Because self-control, being composed over small matters, patience, these are all important higher order ideals to maintain and reflect in your personality. But I can see the crash out. He should have ran over the scooter after. Also valid, man. I'm really torn on this one. I am. As an Indian, well done. Love how they try to make it racial. Nothing to do with him being Indian. Partially, I think it was, but it's okay. It's understandable as well to a degree. We fully support the guy in the truck. You know, things have gone too far with Canadians. Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy is Canadians actually used to be the nicest people, but they're not that nice anymore. They really aren't. Everybody's on edge in Canada, really. They're frustrated, and fair enough. Like, the fucking cost of living just goes up. Everything sucks. The dating scene sucks. You know, families are falling apart. There's no culture really that's uniting people together. You just have a random groups of people just all living in a similar space. They don't speak the same language. They don't understand each other. They didn't grow up sharing the same sort of, you know, cultural artifacts that could create a bonding and a sense of integrity towards each other, right? So that's what happens when you just throw in multiculturalism. That's fucking stupid. That's not how things work, man. Six pack will deserve this guy as a hero. Yeah. Well, you know what? On that note, let's end it here because clearly this is endless. The doom scrolling, as fun as it is. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back. Dion XE out.